Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast on YouTube. I forgot I had this, and I'm kind of wondering why I picked this up. I ain't figured this out yet, and I'll explain that in a minute. Now, I was born back in the mid '70s, so I was a fairly young child when what's now known as Star Wars: A New Hope Episode 4 came out. Back then, it was just called Star Wars. Loved it, loved it, loved Jedi. Empire Jedi. So when Battlestar Galactica started airing on TV, I remember watching it off and on as originally aired. But when it went off the air, one of the local channels, and I can't remember which one it was anymore, it's been too long. Sunday night, I was in school already. I was like in first and second grade, so I was 6 and 7, so we're talking about like 81, 82, 83-ish era. One of the local channels on Sunday nights after the news was 10 to 10:30. Benny Hill aired for 30 minutes. My parents watched Benny Hill every week. I would watch it with them, and I was allowed because usually my bedtime, some on Fridays and Saturdays, is like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Quarter grade, I was in there. I could stay up and watch Benny Hill, but after Benny Hill went off the air, Battlestar Galactica came on every week, and I would stay up and watch this every week. So they just quit airing it. When they remade it, wow, has it been that long now? It was like 2003. 2003 is when the miniseries aired. I watched the miniseries. I'll be honest, it didn't catch me. I'm like, okay, whatever. The series was airing, and people were raving about it. Man, I saw the miniseries. It wasn't that good. I don't care. Then when I moved in 2007, it was right before. I want to say it was the final season was getting ready to air. Might have been the next to last season. Sci-Fi Channel every day was doing a marathon, so I started taping and got it. I fell in love with the show. I'm like, holy shit. That miniseries is janky as hell. This is the original series. What this is the pilot film that's actually released to theaters. So we got here the movie that launched a phenomenon in the deepest reaches of space. The fight to save all human life from extinction has begun in the science fiction adventure that launched the Battlestar Galactica phenomenon. Hopeful for long-lasting peace following centuries of intense warfare, the 12 colonies gather to sign a treaty with their dreaded enemies, the Cylons. But after an act of treachery on the eve of the ceremony, the Cylons launch a devastating surprise attack, destroying the colony's home planets and most of their military strength. A lone flagship Battlestar, the Galactica, remains to aid the surviving colonists in their epic journey to a new home, a far-off legendary planet called Earth. They must survive the pursuing Cylons in a series of epic battles that will determine the fate of the human race. This non-stop, action-packed classic filled with cutting-edge special effects by John Dykstra, Spider-Man, and Star Wars. Got production notes, got a bio, got web links, behind-the-scenes look at the miniseries. Alright, this is that original, and how long? This is fairly long. 2 hours and 5 minutes. And you see, it's a flipper disc. Well, I was kind of surprised I bought this because I love this show, but I have somewhere in the collection the box set that's the original series. I don't remember now if that includes Galactica 1980, which was not that good. And this is one of those where it did do horrible in the ratings, but it cost a fortune to make. So it wasn't doing good enough for what it cost. Show got canned. I need to sit down and rewatch this original. It's been a long, long time, but I remember as a kid, I love, it's like, weekly Star Wars to me. As kids, I'll still see it every week, Sunday nights, because most of my other friends remember watching it, but their parents wouldn't let them stay up because, it was 11 o'clock. They came on, went off at midnight, and I had to be up at, I want to say like 6:30 or 7. And I don't know why. I never understood why, because by the time it started airing on that, we had a VCR. I don't know why they just didn't record it for me and let me watch it Monday after school. Who knows? But they let me stay up. Love the hell out of the show. I picked up the novels. I picked up various comic books that continue the stories, the original one. And while I do really love the original, I got to say the remake is my favorite of the two. They took it to another level, and it went from being, because the original was good, but you can tell it's definitely aimed at kids. That remake, holy shit. It got dark as hell. Many, many times. But there's reasons for it. The way the show is, and the plot and all that stuff, it should be a little bit dark. And I've heard, I don't know when it started, but on Peacock, there's going to be another Battlestar Galactica series, but it's going to be set in the same universe as the remake. Same universe of what Caprica was set in. They've tried, they had the Capra show lasted one season. It was okay. They had Was it Razor? It had it was a TV movie. It was okay. They're going, and with it being on streaming, it's less demand for ratings and all that. Hopefully it's good, but I just love the fuck out of Battlestar Galactica. Even the Rob Liefeld Battlestar Galactica comics to me are great. Just one of them series that, and one thing I hate is when they did the remake. One main character who was played by Dirk Benedict in the original series is that his name was Starbuck. Well, in the remake, there is a Starbuck, but it's a female. It's Katie Sackhoff, who, if you don't know her from Battlestar Galactica, you might know her from, she was on Longmire for the longest time. She's done a lot of stuff. She's in Halloween Resurrection. People bitch, oh my god, I made Starbuck woman. No, actually, if you watch it closer, that's just her call sign. Her name was Cara Thrace in the show. And it worked. It was basically Dirk Benedict's character, but this time it's a woman, and it works so well. Oh, such a great show. Love it. This was, and I don't know why I picked this up, because I know I had that box set. This might have been one of those where I was at a pawn or a thrift shop and had my X amount to get the discount, and I was like, hey, just throw that in. But not bad. I mean, it's a pilot movie. I'm guessing it says PG, so this must be the version that was released in theaters. I do hate that it's a flipper. Not a big fan of. Look, that's just two sides get fucked up. But definitely, if you enjoy Star Wars, you've never seen the original Battlestar, go track it down. It's probably streaming on something. The new one I know is on Peacock. Or if you're not in the States, I don't know what it'd be streaming outside the States. Maybe Netflix. I don't know. Amazon Prime, maybe. But if you like space opera, definitely worth watching. Just remember that new one is really dark, and the ending is one of those love it or hate it things. I personally enjoyed the ending, which surprised everybody who knows me. Like, wow, you like the ending? I'm like, yeah, I thought it was, They've been kind of leading to that the entire series, and just people didn't catch on. It's kind of like the ending of Stephen King's Dark Tower. The end of book 7. Because if you know your Dark Tower lore, there's actually 9 books in that series as of right now. 9 books and a short story. And then you think, wait a minute, no, there's 8. No, there's 9. If you think about it for a little bit, you realize why I'm saying there's 9. The end of that book 7, which is actually the end of that trip of Roland's, that ended. People hated it. I'm like, well, I had a feeling this is what was going to happen. I'm happy with it. I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.